Hello there! I'm just hanging up these awards here because Original Sin Enhanced Edition did very well. It's not true, I mean, this is my bridge to Kickstarter update number 21, the first one of 2016. And I'm using this award here because I want to try to make a bridge to express to you the feeling that lives here at Larian Studios. We're starting to see things like this. I'm really happy with it. Thank you PC Powerplay for putting us on your cover and saying best turn-based RPG in years gets a hugely ambitious sequel. But the latter part, of course, is what our problem is, because when people start saying it's hugely ambitious, it's very ambitious, it has lots of ambition, well, we would like to fulfill those ambitions. And luckily, we have a team which is doing exactly that. So, join me, I don't want to break my word. Join me as we explore exactly what it is that Larian Studios is doing in 2016 to make sure that those ambitions are filled in, hopefully. All right, let's go, Thomas. Okay, so if you have ambitions, high ambitions, very high ambitions, extremely high ambitions, tremendously high ambitions, stellarly high ambitions, then obviously you're going to need a team to fulfill those ambitions. And luckily for us, we've had many talents from the gaming industry flocking to us, trying to help us make Divinity Original Sin 2 reach all of its ambitions. And one of these guys is Bobby. Bobby joined us
guys.
Just now, in January 15th, where we started talking with each other, actually during the Kickstarter campaign. And actually, just before we got in touch with Chris Avalone, who is doing fantastic work, by the way. So, Bobby, tell us what you do.
Well, I'm a video game composer, guys, and I'm really happy to be here. I was really happy to be given the chance by Sven to join this team of Larian, because I've been playing the Larian games for 14 years now, and now after 14 years I have the unique chance to become part of this great team.
Yeah, and you have been, because we consider ourselves very lucky that you wanted to join us, because if you talk a little bit about the games that you've been scoring music on, it's quite an impressive list.
Well, I've been developing myself as a composer for like 15 years now, and some of the games I recently scored are Crisis 2, Crisis 3, previously one of my favorite games is Knights of Honor, Two Worlds 2 as well, and many others, but yeah, my biggest love, so to say, was Divinity Original Sin, and I couldn't be more happier than be here with you guys.
Yeah, you played about for 160 hours, I heard, so you spent really a lot of time playing Original Sin?
Absolutely, 160 to be precise, yes, absolutely. I've been playing this game quite a lot, and the moment you invited me here was a highlight in my career as a game composer and as a gamer as well.
Yeah, and we're very happy to have you on board. Now, you said something when we got in touch with you, because obviously when Kirill passed away, we had a lot of composers who were reaching out to us, and you were one that said something that I found very touching, which was that you said, look, I always wanted to work together with you guys, but I never wanted to reach out because, what was it exactly, how did you say it?
Well, this is the truth, because I've been playing the Larian games for like 14 years. I have still a vivid memory when I played the very first Divinity game, and I always felt in love with Kirill's music. It was one of the things that was always touching my heart and made me play the game and made me enjoy the game, made experience the game. And there was simply no reason for myself to apply for a job at Larian, because I was so in love with Kirill's music that I said, I simply cannot add value to this product anymore. And it was a sad moment when I heard about Kirill leaving us, but still we have his legacy, and I thought that maybe, just maybe, if I get in touch with you, if I offer you my heart, my passion, my soul, and my real emotions, I'll have a chance to become part of this amazing team.
Yeah, and it would, I have to say, having listened to your music, it would have been fantastic to see the two of you compose together, actually. It would have been a really brilliant thing.
Maybe in the other life.
Indeed, maybe. So Bobby is going to be joining us, and he has a lot of experience. He also has really a lot of ideas that he's been brooding on for quite some time, and so he explained those ideas to us, and literally at the table where we were all listening to him, we were like, oh. So now we're doing it. But the thing is, we're not going to tell you what it is that we're going to be doing. We're going to keep it for when it's done. But when it's done, it's going to be super, super, super cool. So thank you, Bobby. I also wanted to say that the music that you're hearing in the background was one of the little things that Bobby has been composing, so you can get an idea of where things are going, but expect much, 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 much more in the future as we progress with production of Divinity Original Sin 2. Speaking of the production of Divinity Original Sin 2, surprisingly, you guys voted for the polymorph skill tier, but you haven't voted yet for what the second skill tier is going to be that we're going to implement, and for that we are going to go back to David, who has IDs, and so we're going to listen to some of his IDs and try to figure out what the next skill tier should be, and I'm pretty sure that David is not going to say that it should be the Bard skill tier. Okay, so let's go to David, who is actually just over here. So last time we had over 6,000 people that voted against the Bard skill tree. And so this time David is going to try to make a pitch for why you should vote and the second chance for the Bard skill tree for the Bard skill tree.
So yeah, I want to run that poll again, and this time we'll leave out the polymorpher because obviously it won last time. And I'll put Bard on top because, I mean, we came up with skills called, for instance, lullaby. I start singing, everyone falls asleep. The lullaby skill. Who doesn't want it?
I wonder what was the inspiration for that. But go ahead.
Maybe the soft tones of my voice. Another idea by our friend Edouard here was aria of the frying pan. This is very creative and full of fantasy.
And what does the aria of the frying pan do, if I may ask?
It turns all the water surfaces into greased surfaces.
Okay, all right.
Best title ever.
And so we had a couple of marketing questions last time also that we did. We sneakily put those in there just because we were interested in a number of things, and those were interesting results, weren't they?
I found it very interesting to see that 6,000 people voted. I mean, we have very active backers.
That's for sure, indeed. And but did we learn something from it, David?
We learned from it that of the 6,000 people that voted, 6,000 people were men, and women only like 300 and a bit.
Yeah, that was a bit disappointing.
It's a very weird statistic to know right there. Favorite games? Everyone likes everything a bit. We should never do the none of the above thing again, because it doesn't really give us a lot of insight.
Yeah, because there was one thing that really was interesting to us. The decisive factor when buying a game was
something else.
Something else. So we still don't know what it is. So we're going to ask plenty of questions about what is it that makes you buy a game. Is it YouTube reviews? Is it Twitch streams? Is it your grandmother giving you something under the Christmas tree? Or is it something else?
Again.
All right, thanks David. So we'll see how David is going to pitch the Bard skill tree, which obviously will lead to things like spell singing, which is a trait of the Lizards of the Ancient Empire, just to sex it up a little bit. But there's also other cool skill trees in there, but I'm not going to do any biasing this time, I promise. So let's have a quick tour of the office and have a little look at what people are doing. Now, there are going to be sneak peeks. We're not showing too much because we still have to talk a lot about the game, but we'll pass by people's screens and you might see a couple of things. Let's start. Are you ready, Thomas?
Mm-hmm.
Right. Look, it's the Japanese version of Divinity Original Sin, the Enhanced Edition.
That's Korean.
Sorry, it's a guy with a big nose. We don't know who this big nose is. Oh, the guy is talking. What would that mean? Look, it's a lizard, and he's putting himself into a very aggressive pose. I think the lizard is ready to attack. Look, it's Kermit the Frog, and he is... Who is this?
This is the Shambling Mound.
A shambling mound. That looks like Kermit the Frog. Look.
There's nothing to see here.
There's Look! Maxim is doing studying of old ancient materials, trying to make up the world map, I say. Don't show the world map. Look, it's a ballista source-powered kind of thing, distance thing. Look! It is a wall. Look! I have no clue what it is. What is it? A wall. Okay. Look! It is something made out of wood. I believe it is a big badass thing to, how do you call that? Catapult?
It's to dig.
Oh, it's a digging machine.
Yes.
It is the precursor to the shambling mound, I think. It's a tree.
It's the grunt.
It's a shambling mound. See, that's what I said. Fancy code, full of secrets. And well, he's doing something that's going to be very cool. You'll have to cut that. Look, it's Koen setting up a PC. And it's Ken setting up a PC. And it's Apostle working on the PC which has been set up by Koen and Ken. And more codes. Alright, with errors in it. Obviously. And this man is a true artist. He has fantastic art. So we're going to make this really big and we're going to print it out and then we're going to put it in the Museum for Modern Art and we think it might well win Art of the Year award. There's something here which is really cool, but he's not showing it. He's watching YouTube movies. Look at it. This is how hard they work at Learning Studios. I believe he's going to buy a new toilet. No, he's going to paint cauliflower. Jesus, Stain, where are you watching? So, that was not that much, but there's many more cool things which are brewing here at the studio. We're being a little bit secrety on purpose because we want to actually have like a little bit of a shock and awe effect when we're going to start showing the cool stuff that we've been working on. This is just what we've been doing here. We also have the guys in Dublin and in St. Petersburg working on really cool stuff, and then the guys in Quebec are also working on very cool things, which are going to make those long hours that you're going to spend with Divinity Originals in 2 very enjoyable. That's it for me. You will be seeing more of us as we progress through development. We'll show you lots of stuff, but for now, enjoy a little bit of music from Bobby, and maybe I'll see one of you at some of the exhibitions that we're going to, or indeed some of the conference panels that we're going to be giving. I believe we start in London next month with the PC Gamers Weekend and the EGX organized by Eurogamer, where I'll be talking about things like RPGs, I guess. All right, that's it for today. Take care, everybody, and see you soon. Bye bye.
Fingers crossed.
May the source be with us. Launch project now. All right. What's happening? Oh my God! I'm being attacked by this huge dragon. Dum 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 dum. Come on, guys, up the morale.
About Brave Sir Robin.
Nobody will vote part.
I'll vote one. We'll see.
All right. Well.